my friends. Welcome back to Soda Pop Crafts. If you're new here, welcome. We do some various crafting. I do a lot of sewing, a lot of crocheting, a lot of random other things. I started toying with the idea of Wheel of Projects, and so I started this basket. It's a 4-strand basket, and I really just wanted to use up this blue yarn that's been on my shelf for a long time. So I've been working on it, but my hands are getting sore. So in order to finish it, I figured good motivation would be to chit chat. I do have this cool ring counter that tells me what row I'm on. I just started a new row. Um, it's helpful for the height. Like I want to get to row 28. I'm on 21. So it'll be helpful for knowing where I'm at in the pattern. Sounds like my kids are arguing. We are on full summer vacation mode around here now. We have had swim lessons the past 4 days. We have had lots of projects and errands and all the things. So I deep cleaned this room. I pulled out the bed and vacuumed. I did find the Woody hat. I don't remember if I brought that up. I found a smaller one. I didn't find the big one, but I found a smaller one. So now he's got a couple. But I did pull out the nightstands, pull out the bed, get a lot of vacuuming done because our allergies have been wild. It does seem to have cleared up a little bit. I did get a lot of dog hair. It's crazy because my dog has such short hair that vacuuming regularly feels like enough. But when you look in all the nooks and crannies, all the cracks and crevices of your house, it collects. So I got lots of pet hair, lots of my own hair, lots of dust. So this room, and I mean, all of my craft stuff is in here. So little yarn fibers, threads from sewing. Okay, baby, I'm coming. And so it's kept me quite busy keeping up with all of that and pulling out all the furniture. It took me a whole day with all the interruptions from my kids, but we are making progress on it. My middle son is diamond art painting some stickers and he needs me to swap out his gem color. So I will be right back. We're back. He's good. He's doing a little giraffe sticker and he's towards the end, so he doesn't have very many of each of the colors. There's 2 blue ones for the eyes and a couple brown ones for the tail and some of the spots on the head. So he might be interrupting me a couple more times because he's almost done. But he's been at it for an hour, so I'm hoping this is the last sticker he wants to do. And then I turned on a movie for my oldest, and he's been watching it with him, so he might just migrate over to the couch and watch a movie with him for a little bit. Anyway, my youngest got up from his nap a little bit ago, and he's eating a snack and playing a tablet game. I try not to give them too many screens during the summer because I just don't want their summer to be all shows. We wrote a summer bucket list. We have plans and things that we want to do. And so I want to be able to do those things. I don't want to just spend the summer on screens. But that being said, today I haven't filmed in a week. So I need to get some work done. Need to finish this basket, get this yarn off my desk, do another Wheel of Projects pick, and then decide what the next week is going to look like. I was thinking about doing a tutorial, the one and only pattern that I have, but I haven't made it since last year, so I need to make it and refresh my brain on it. I don't know if I have it written down somewhere. I think I have most of it written down somewhere, but I'll refresh it write down the pattern, do a little tutorial. That'll be a video for maybe next week. But I do have one pattern that I've made. So, did you guys see my post about my Anchor the Octopus? She turned out so cute. When I hop up to swap diamond colors for my youngest, I'll grab it and I'll show you. She turned out really, really cute. Okay, sorry. He just ran in here and was like, I need another color. Here is my Anchor the Octopus pattern. I love how she turned out. She's so soft and so like perfectly weighted. I love it. So she just lives up on my yarn shelf because my kids, I tried to have her like in my living room on the back of the recliner, and my kids took that as a personal invitation to play with her. Almost at row 25. I think what I'm going to do is try and get to where the handles are. I might have to tie on another skein because this is the end of one, or tie on the opposite side of my more full skein. So I'm going to logistically go figure that out, and then I will come back when we're either about done or done, and then we can talk about what other projects we want to do. So I will catch you in a few. Okay, we finished the basket. I need to tuck the tails, but it turned out really good. I did add an extra row because I had the yarn to use up, and it made the handles pretty sturdy, so I do like that. But very successful stash busting project. I need to go make my family some dinner, and then I'll come back and maybe we can do a wheel of project idea and see what we want to start on next. All right, I'll see you in a minute. Hey, so don't mind Kaya. We're having a little bit of a storm and she's nervous. I got my kids some food. I would like to get the project wheel a try, and then I'll have a minute while I'm getting them situated with dinner to grab the supplies I might need for whatever we spin, and we'll go from there. All right, here is the project wheel. Paint by number. I have one that I've started, so that is to finish this one. I will grab it and we can paint later. Okay, so here is my paint by number. I started this, I don't know, probably 9 months to a year ago. I got it when Joann was closing, and I've only gotten 2 colors done. So now I will show you what it is that I'm working on. So I've gotten 1 and 2 done. The problem with this is numbers 1 through 6 don't require any mixing, but the rest of the numbers require you to mix. So like figuring out which colors, sorry, my kids are playing games on my bed. Figuring out which colors I need to start with and which colors I need to mix are tricky. So I think I'm gonna do 4 because it's just small little areas and I don't have to mix. And 5 is also small. 3 and 6 are in the background, so they're gonna take a while. I might need a bigger paintbrush. But yeah, hopefully we can knuckle down and finish this bad boy. That would be really cool. Then I could hang it up. But let's get started. Paint.
Oh, what you're painting?
Yeah,
What are you making?
a flamingo.
You're painting a flamingo? Oh, that's good. Cool. Megamind!
Thank you.
Ha ha ha. I'm a Megamind. Ha ha ha.
Okay, it has been a crazy couple of weeks with swim lessons and school being out. So I've gotten a bit done on the painting. I've got the background. So now the rest of the colors require mixing. So there's this chart and it tells you for color A, you need to mix color 1 and 6. I'm sure you can't even see this because the light's glaring. But A is just a tiny little bit in the eyeball, so that's good to know. I don't have to mix a ton of it. But then some of the other areas, like area H is this big area, I'm obviously going to need to mix more paint for that one. So I'm going to get that situated and then do a little more painting tonight. Hopefully I can finish this tonight or tomorrow and we can get this video up. I'm not going to be as hard on myself for summer content with having all of my kids home full time, but I would still like to be creating crafts and art for you guys, and hopefully I can do a craft fair soon. That would be really cool. So we'll get back to painting. Hi guys, it's been a few days. Um, my husband got a cold, I got a cold. There are little bits of footage of me painting, but then some that I was like, I'm actually pretty close to being done. I want it to be a surprise. So now we get to do the reveal. I think there are a couple spots that I am going to go back over and maybe do another coat. I haven't decided yet, but she's done and she looks gorgeous. So, ta-da! I love her. She looks so good. I'm glad I finally finished it. I do think I'm going to frame it and maybe put it up somewhere so that we have some handmade stuff, some more handmade decor. And then I might rearrange some of this other stuff on the wall. So we're in process of making things work for us. I'm really glad that we did the wheel of projects. The basket turned out really good. I still need to weave in the ends, but the basket turned out good. The painting turned out amazing. She's just so beautiful. I just am so pleased. So I'm glad that we did that. And I think we will be doing the Wheel of Projects again in the future because that was really fun. So in the meantime, would you go back over it with another coat or would you call her good? Let me show you. There's some spots here that look a little feathered, so maybe not. But would you go over a second coat or would you leave it and call it texture? I haven't decided. I might. I still have all the paint stuff out. So I might go back and touch her up a little bit before I hang her up. But so pleased with how she turned out. What should we name her? Anyway, leave a comment down below. Would you go back over? And what should we name her? So she can join the Soda Pop Crafts crew. Yeah, anyway, that's all I have for you this time. And summer's been crazy with my kids, so we will see how frequently I will be posting over the next 3 months while I have all my kids home. We're going to be trying to get into a routine, but I'm also trying to wear my kids out every day, and it's working, but it is requiring a lot more of my time than just hanging out at home and trying to get some work done. So I am meeting with potential babysitter tomorrow that will hopefully be able to help me if I start doing markets and stuff. So we will see. She's apparently loves kids. She's a friend of one of our swim instructors that we love. So we will see how the boys vibe with her. And then we might have to hit making inventory a little bit harder because if I have somebody that I can leave the boys with for a few hours while I do a market, that's going to be exciting. Anyway, thank you for joining me today, and I hope to see you in the next one. Don't forget to comment down below if you do another coat, what you want to name her. Give me ideas for future videos, and I will see you next time. Bye!